Warning, you're gonna want this shotgun.
I'm your huckleberry.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're out here today again with the Panzer Arms M4 shotgun. This is a clone of the ever popular Benelli M4 shotgun. It's pretty much a one-to-one replica. I've had it since about February now, so I got it on Valentine's Day. And to date, so far, I've got 900 rounds through it, so I figured I'd go ahead and film the next 100 so I could do a final 1,000 round review for this thing. So far for the 900 rounds, it has been incredibly reliable. In all honesty, there may have been one that failed to eject with a bird shot, but considering the amount of rounds I've put through it, it's been really impressive for the price. These things are like a 25% what the cost of a real Benelli is. And so far I've really enjoyed it. Some of you that have watched a bunch of my videos will know it does have the Panzer 7-round tube on it, and it used to have the adjustable stock. As you can see now, I've went back to the fix. What happened was about 850 rounds in, the adjustable stock that Panzer makes failed to lock open, and it got to the point where I believe the pin that actually engages on that buffer tube is broken. So unfortunately, that stock won't lock in position anymore. It did make it about 800 rounds. 750-ish before it broke, because I had about 100 rounds through that shotgun before I put that stock on it. But I don't know, the metallurgy on that adjustable stock's a little iffy, but honestly I would recommend not getting that stock, but definitely check out the shotgun, guys. This thing has been incredible. Now I've still got to put 100 rounds through it on camera, so hopefully it doesn't just all of a sudden have a problem. That would kind of suck, but so far the first 900 rounds have been flawless. So I pretty much expect that the next 100 are going to go through with no issues as well. I have an assortment out here today. I've got about 50 rounds of the Estate 1290 feet per second number 8 birdshot. So I've got 50 rounds of that. I brought out 25 rounds of the Monarch double lock buck. And I brought out 20 rounds of the 12 gauge tornado slugs. I also had about 8 extra rounds that I had with me. I shot that a moment ago doing the intro for the video, so when you see that in there, just know that's included as well. But we're going to go ahead and do, what is that? 95 rounds on camera right now. I may pause and go get 5 more rounds. I just didn't think that through very well. But, okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the rest of these rounds through it, and that'll be 1,000 rounds through this shotgun, maybe like 1,007 or something, but 1,000 rounds total at least. I've been very impressed. Let me stop talking and go ahead and start loading up some shit, and we'll get going. To start out, I'm going to go ahead and ghost load it, just in case you guys have forgot how that works, or anybody didn't know to begin with. I'm going to go ahead and close the tube, put 7 in the mag. Now I know a lot of people that have the full-size tube from Panzer are saying that you cannot get 7 rounds in the tube, and there's nothing special that I'm doing. All it is different shot shells are different lengths. See, all of these claim to be 2 3/4, but you can see here, these are the number 8s, these are the 2 3/4 bucks, and they're about 1/4 inch longer. Even though they're 2 3/4 shells, the loaded length is actually longer than the birdshot. So while I can get 7 plus 1 birdshot in here, you're only going to get 6 of these longer double-aught bucks. The slugs, don't honestly remember. Let's see where they line up. Your slugs are about 3/16 to maybe an 1/8 of an inch shorter, so you might actually get 7 in there. We'll test that in a little bit. But okay, I got distracted. We got 7 rounds in the tube. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the bolt back just enough to get a shell under it. Sneak that down under the carrier. Take another one, put it up and toward the chamber, and now we have 7 plus 2, so 9 rounds. Let's go ahead and see how this does. Cut the safety off, and let's do it. First 9 rounds went off without a problem, as I expected it to. A little bit of gun smoke. No issues, guys, with the rail coming loose or anything like that. I did have to tighten these down when I first got it, but that hasn't been a problem. I did forget to bring gloves with me. I know this thing gets hot when you're shooting a bunch of them, so we're just going to have to deal with it. But I'm not going to ghost load every time. So from here on out, I'll just be running 8 to a 2, 7 plus 1. Ghost loading is cool when you're doing it, you know, like if you're going to leave it, I guess, prepared like that, then that would be cool. But it's not exactly practical for in-between reloads. Okay, we got 8 more loaded up. Eight more, no problem. So that's the only thing I was saying, man. It sucked about that adjustable stock. Overall, I would say that is not this shotgun strong suit. That thing is really kind of underbuilt, I think. If you're just going to buy it, you don't shoot that much, you'll probably love it. But if you shoot this thing a lot, I think that stock may give you a few problems. At least it did for me. All right, so that was the rest of that first box. I lost count because I was talking. Oh, that was 8 exactly, so that worked out. But all right, that's the first box down. Go ahead and go to the second box of birdshot. It's also got a lot easier to load this than it was when I first bought it. I think that's gonna be it. When I first got it, the loading gate was kind of stiff and it was hard to get shells through without cutting up your thumbs. Now it loads like a dream, still shoots like a dream. There's another 8. Still really a, you know, phenomenal shotgun. Super happy I bought it. I know it's probably been my most popular video. Thought there was a bug on the camera lens, but not yet. It's probably my most popular video so far has been the 650 rounds when I put through this initially. And I haven't stopped shooting it since then, guys. I've been putting rounds through this thing pretty regularly. And I've also been letting some other people shoot it. And sometimes I've remembered to grab footage, sometimes I haven't, but we'll see all that later. Here's another full mag. Unfortunately, with birdshot, you really can't hear the targets, you know, being hit. That's why on that first round, I had a couple of old spray paint cans I shot. Figured, you know, a little bit of explosion. Something happening. It's kind of boring just watching me put birdshot through a shotgun, I know, but it is speaking to the longevity of this fucking thing. And so far, I've been really impressed. Okay. I guess 8 times 3 is 24, so there should be 1 left over. That makes sense. Here's 8 more. Still no problems. Nothing's coming loose. Everything's running like it should. I got one bird shot left. I'm gonna hold that to the side. If I end up with like some oddballs from each one, I'll do a like a mix match too. So I think for the buckshot, I'll go ahead and ghost load it again just to see how many we can fit in there. So again, these are the Monarch 2 3/4 double-aught buck. So that's 6 in the tube. One under the action and one in the chamber, so that's a total of 8 rounds of double-aught buck here. All right, you should be able to hear this one. All right. They went the first 8 rounds of buckshot, no problem. Still everything looking good. We're gonna keep going. And remember guys, I am keeping an eye on this gun. Like, I know this is just 58 so rounds so far, but there's also been 900 rounds through this shotgun before we got to this video, so keep that in mind. This thing has been super impressive. I'm really happy with it. It's exceeded my expectations. Even I thought there's no way this thing is that good, but so far it's really impressed me. The sights haven't come loose. Like, everything has stayed rock solid for over 900 rounds. I don't know what else to say there. Here goes 8 more. Figured I'd throw some at the plate rack. They've gotten a little stiffer since the last time I shot at it. The buckshot's cool. You can actually hear it hitting the steel. So that's always fun. Birdshot. I like shooting birdshot, but you don't really get to hear it, so it's not as rewarding. Alright, that's going to be another full tube. And that puts 3 rounds of buckshot toward the mix match tube. We'll save that for the end. But here goes 8 more. It's definitely getting hot, but so far still running like a top. And we have made it to the slugs. So that's 71 rounds through it so far on camera. Keep in mind I've got 4 off to the side here. Let's see how many slugs we can fit in this shotgun ghost loading. 1. That's 5. 6. Feels like it. Nope. Won't quite take 7, so it's going to be 8 as well on the slugs. Go ahead and drop one under it. Throw one up here in the tube. Alright, that's 8 rounds of slugs. I don't have a target out at 200 currently. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and take these at 100. Should be able to do it, I guess. We'll see. I think I went a little high on those, but it ran all of them great. That's 2 more rounds toward the mix-up pile. And we'll go to the next box of slugs. We're getting close to the end of this. Okay, there's 7 rounds. There it is, 100 yards with the slug. I'm not even going to claim that because I was aiming at the one on the right and the slug hit the bear 5 feet to the left. So that's what I was talking about in that last video when I said these things are not accurate at all. I wasn't holding anywhere near that bear. But it did cycle all of them without an issue. So again, the Sterling Tornado slugs, not great for any type of real distance with a smoothbore shotgun. Let's see how many rounds I've got left now. So I've got 9 rounds total. Let's go ahead and do some mixing and see what we end up with. Let's see, we'll start it with a buck. Then we'll go slug in the tube. Then a buck. Then a slug. Then a bird. Then a buck. That leaves us with 3. You got a slug in there. So that's all of that. It leaves with 2 rounds. So let's see how this thing acts. Alright, it's cycled everything in the mix-up load. We got 2 slugs left. Let's go ahead and do it. Be fucked up if I dropped the last one. Let's see if we can make that 100 again with the slug. Well, no, but I made the one at 75. I was actually aiming at it that time. All right, so there it is, guys. That is 1,000 rounds through this Panzer Arms M4. I got this on Valentine's Day, like I said, back in February. My wife actually picked it up for me. So thanks, babe. This thing's been fucking great. 1,000 rounds officially, no issues. Short of, I'll say, maybe 1 or 2 failed to eject with some low power bird shot, man, I can live with that all day. The only other downside, and it is a downside, the adjustable stock needs some work. It's a little underbuilt, I think, for longevity. So beef that thing up a little bit, put some better grade components in it, maybe harden the steel, and I think they'll be good to go there. But as it stands, I can definitely live with a non-adjustable stock to save $1,500 off a real Benelli. But, you know, I love it. I still recommend it. And I've shot the shit out of this thing, guys. But don't just take my word for it. Check out these testimonials. There you go. How you like it?
Yeah, bad boy, that's nice. I had that. It's good. Got a little kick to it, don't you know? Yeah.
So the gun that shotgun is based off of is $2,000. You can get that one online right now for like $450, $500.
Yeah, so I'd like to have one of these.
Oh yeah.
It's nice.
I'll send you the link.
All right. Yeah, it's good.
All right, Dougie.
You ready?
Yep. What do you think?
Oh, I love it. I told you the first time I shot it, I loved it.
Right.
It's so much more than what you pay for it.
No doubt.
I've never shot the Benelli, but this is definitely the shotgun you want for anything you're going to do with a shotgun, to be honest.
Cool. How you like it?
It's sweet.
I know, right? Yeah.
Very smooth for a 12 gauge.
Hell yeah.
I can't tell no difference between my Mossberg and this.
Which Mossberg do you have?
Was it 590?
Okay, hell yeah.
I thought you had the 930.
It's probably half the price too.
Probably, yeah. I think all in with the parts I had to change on it and the stock and the full tube, I probably got right at 600 in it. So not bad.
Awesome shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How you like it?
Oh, she feels good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that feels real smooth.
Yeah, you can't beat that for 25%.
Man, I tell you what, it feels just as good as the Beretta I got.
All right. So what do you think?
She's good, man. She's smooth.
Yeah, that motherfucker mean.
Yes, sir.
Would you say it's definitely worth $450?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Smooth shooting, don't kick too bad.
Bet.
Damn.
What do you think?
Looks good, man. Straight, heavy. It ain't heavy, just light.
Yeah.
Easy controlling gun.
So you say you'd like to have one?
Oh, sure.
Okay, cool. See who else.
Might pick me up one of these soon.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, so as you can see there, all those normal, ordinary, everyday people really enjoyed this shotgun as well. Like I said, man, it's no sponsorship or anything like that. I actually, this was purchased with our private money from my wife and I. Nobody gave us anything on it. I mean, you can trust me or not, guys, but this thing has been incredible so far. I highly recommend it. I tell everybody that'll listen to me, if you want a good tactical shotgun, you want to save some money, pick up one of these Panzer Arm M4s. I'd love to try to get my hands on one of the new Speed M4s, or at least the accessories, and give you guys a rundown on what I think of those. But, you know, I'll definitely be a Panzer head for the foreseeable future until they sell me something that sucks. But so far, these guys are batting 1,000 with me. Thanks for coming to the video. If you guys want, stick around. I'll take this thing inside to the tabletop, do another complete teardown, and let you look at the internals, and we'll see what they look like after 1,000 rounds. We did that for $650, and maybe that's one of the reasons you guys really like that video. So we'll definitely do it again. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want to know about this. I'll be happy to fill you guys in or do an update. But as always, thanks for checking out the channel. I'll see you guys on the table in just a minute. Peace. Alright guys, so here we are back at the tabletop. Let's go ahead and do a takedown on this thing and see how all the internals are looking after 1,000 rounds. Just give you guys kind of a good look at it. Alright, and I've already torn this thing down on the videos a few times, so I'll probably fast forward through the breakdown, so it'll be just like that. Alright guys, so there we are. We've got this thing broken completely down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the internals. See, I'm looking inside the receiver, and I'm looking for any type of damage or excessive wear, anything where the parts look really worn out or silver. Not seeing a whole lot. That's a good sign. I'm going to go ahead and get a rag. Actually, I'm not. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through watching me wipe this thing down, so I'll just do that when I'm done here with the takedown. Alright, otherwise the receiver looks really good. I don't see any wear there that I'm really concerned about, other than, you know, like basic finish wear. Let's take a look at the bolt. Firing pin is moving freely. The bolt face looks pretty good. Don't see any excessive wear or painting there. Just kind of filthy. But this right here is where the gas pistons engage. And I don't see anything there that has got me concerned. That looks really good. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside here. Okay, you do see a little wear there on the hammer. Nothing I'm concerned about though. Just looks like finish wear. I don't see where any of the metal is deforming, so that's cool. Charging handle looks fine. Doesn't look excessively worn out. So the only other parts to look at is going to be looking in here at the barrel. As you can see, it is very dirty. But overall, it looks good. The choke is still good. Front sight is still plenty tight. I can go ahead and tell you just from the first 650 rounds when I broke this thing down, The gas pistons are going to be dirty. We'll go ahead and take a look at those now, see what they look like. Okay. All right, so we're back at that stage. Those gas rings are kind of worn. That's pretty normal. I will replace the gas rings, which is just an O-ring for what it's worth. A lot of carbon buildup here. So I'm definitely going to clean these before I replace them. And I'll be taking a brush, running it through there, because there is some carbon in there. But otherwise, it all looks good still. I don't think this shotgun has been cleaned since I put 650 rounds through it. So, good 300 rounds, 350 rounds since then. So, you can expect it to be dirty. Pretty much feel that the O-ring on this one is trashed too. But O-rings are very cheap. And if I weren't taking it apart right now, they probably wouldn't be needing to be replaced. But because I am taking it apart, it's destroying the O-ring because of all the carbon and shit in it. But that's okay. I've got a whole pack of O-rings, so I don't really mind replacing it. Alright, definitely need to clean that too. These pistons, ooh wait, look at that shit. Yeah, them pistons are caked. I'm definitely going to have to clean that out. Okay. Alright guys, so there you have it. All the components are still in good shape. I don't see any excessive wear on any of them. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and clean this and then I'll put it back together. I'll see you guys for an outro. Alright guys, so we got it put back together. Everything is working properly. Everything is smooth. I spent about 45 minutes there really giving it a good cleaning. And I just wanted to give it some final thoughts. So overall, definitely recommend the 7-round tube by Panzer. Once again, you can find that at dansammo.com when he has them in stock. I'm sure they're available on other places online. But I would recommend going with the full 7-round tube as opposed to the +2 extension. I have seen a few people say that they have issues with their follower being hung up. And they are running the +2 extension over the full 7-rounder. I wouldn't really recommend the adjustable stock. It works fine for the most part, but I've definitely had to tinker around with it. And I've just had to put too much into it to where I'd rather just run the fixed stock and not have to deal with the headaches. So I did get it fixed. I was able to just make a new pin basically to replace the old one. And, you know, it's working. But I know with time, it's just going to wear out again. Even if the pin doesn't wear out, I believe that the notches here will eventually wear out if you put it in the same position and keep shooting it over and over and over again. So for that reason, I'm just going to rock on with the regular fixed buttstock. It really doesn't bother me that much. But this one gave me a hard time, so I took it off. Your mileage may vary. If you're not planning on shooting 1,000 rounds, it's probably fine. But that one made it until I hit about 850 rounds, and then that stock started giving me problems again. So I figured, let's just go back to this one. I'm actually kind of thinking about getting the, like, sportsman style stock. I think that looks really clean on this shotgun. They have one in walnut. And I kind of think walnut and black would look really good together. So I may end up getting a walnut stock set for this. But 100% reliable for the most part. I'd say 99.9%. And I say that because out of 1,000 rounds, and it's actually more than that because I've been shooting it some more this afternoon. But out of 1,000 rounds, it's had at most 2 malfunctions, which would be failures to eject. So I'm going to give this the stamp of approval and say it's still good to go. I highly recommend it. I have not been easy on it. I've run a shitload of ammo through it. I haven't run a whole lot of 3-inch, but I have ran some. It's been great, guys. No excessive wear. Everything's working like it should. And again, out of 1,000 rounds, only 2 failed to eject from the lifetime of this. And that was within the first 200-300 rounds of the shotgun. So definitely well within that break-in period. You also saw from a bunch of people that are friends of mine and different, acquaintances. I let all of them try it out and told them just give me your honest opinion. I kind of explained it to them. Some of them didn't know what a Turknelli was, or they were familiar with the Benelli M4, but they didn't really know what this was. So I kind of broke it down for them up front. Said, hey, this is a $450 copy of a $2,000 shotgun. I just want you to shoot at least 1 tube through it. And just let me know what you think, if you think it's worth the money. And as you saw, everyone who shot it pretty much loved it. A bunch of them said they're going to buy their own. So, that's my experience with it, guys. And I appreciate you sticking with me as always. Y'all be safe out there. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.